This isn't just a coin. This is a sculpture. Look at that relief, the way Liberty's face comes off the surface, the way the eagle's feathers have actual depth. This is the 1921 peace dollar. High relief. And it's one of the most beautiful coins America has ever made. 1921, 1 year. 2 totally different silver dollars. The old Morgan, ending its run. And this, the peace dollar, starting something completely new. High relief. Artistic. Revolutionary. But also a problem. Let me explain. The 1921 Morgan? Over 86 million made, everywhere. The 1921 peace dollar? Just over 1 million. It's 86 times rarer. And that's just the beginning of what makes this coin special. To understand this coin, you need to understand what America just went through. World War I, the Great War, the war to end all wars. From 1917 to 1918, America sent over 4 million soldiers to Europe. 116,000 never came home. When the armistice was signed on November 11, 1918, the entire nation celebrated. The nightmare was over. Peace had come. Almost immediately, people started demanding a commemorative coin. We need something to celebrate peace. Letters flooded Congress. Numismatic organizations lobbied hard. And finally, in 1921, the government agreed. They'd create a new silver dollar celebrating peace. But who would design it? The winner? Anthony de Francisci. Italian immigrant, just 34 years old. He'd studied sculpture in New York and submitted this incredible design, a young, hopeful Liberty looking toward the future, with rays of dawn breaking behind her. And an eagle at rest, no longer at war. The Commission of Fine Arts loved it. They gave him the $1,500 prize, about $25,000 today, and told him to make it reality. And here's the beautiful part. That face of Liberty? It's Teresa, his wife. They'd been married just 2 years when he won the competition. He used her as his model. So every peace dollar ever made carries the face of Teresa de Francisci. How's that for a love story? Your face on millions of coins, forever. But there was a problem. De Francisci made the relief really high. Like, sculpture-level depth. The mint looked at it and said, we can't make this. It takes 5 or 6 strikes to get the design to fully come up. The dies are breaking. This is too slow and too expensive. But it was 1921. They needed a peace dollar now. So they decided, make as many as we can this year in high relief, then we'll fix it for next year. Let's look at this masterpiece up close. Liberty facing left, but not stiff and formal like older coins. She's young. Alive. Real. Her hair flows naturally. And that crown? It's not a metal crown, it's rays of light, like the sun rising. The dawn of peace. Everything about her says hope, youth, the future. And the relief? So deep you could almost grab her nose. This isn't a coin. This is a sculpture. Notice the style? This is Art Deco, the hot new design movement of the 1920s. Clean lines, geometric patterns, modern and streamlined. De Francisci was right on trend. Compare this to Victorian-era coins that were cluttered and busy. This is 1920s sophistication. Flip it over. Here's why this coin is revolutionary. That eagle? He's at rest. Not attacking. Not screaming with arrows out. He's perched on a mountain, holding an olive branch, with the sun rising behind him. And right there on the coin, the word peace. No other US coin ever had peace actually written on it. This was a statement. War is over. The eagle is at peace. Let me show you exactly what high relief means. Look at these 3 coins edge on. The Morgan? Pretty flat. The 1922 piece dollar? Also flat. But the 1921? Look at that depth. Liberty's face actually comes way off the surface. That's high relief. And it's why these are so hard to make, and so beautiful to look at. Here's why they only made 1 million of these. Normal coins. 1 strike, boom, done. These? 5, sometimes 6 strikes to get the design to fully come up. The dies broke constantly. Production was incredibly slow. And expensive. The mint was losing money on every coin. They knew this couldn't continue. December 1921. The mint pushed hard. Workers struck these coins as fast as they could, which wasn't very fast. By the end of the month, 1,006,473 coins made. And that was it. January 1922. They stopped. New, lower relief dies were ready. The high relief experiment was over after just 1 month of production. So how many still exist? Started with just over 1 million. Over the decades, many were melted when silver prices spiked. Some were lost or destroyed. Best guess? Maybe 200,000 to 300,000 survive today. That's not super rare, but it's way rarer than the 1921 Morgan. And in high grades? Much scarcer. What's it worth? Well, even a beat-up one starts around $150 to $200. That's 5x what a worn 1921 Morgan costs. Nice uncirculated. $500 to $1,000. Gem MS65. $1,500. And at the top end, MS67 or better. $5,000 to $15,000. There's even an MS68 that's sold for over $50,000. The high relief and low mintage make these way more valuable than their Morgan counterparts. Here's something cool. Most 1921 piece dollars have this unusual matte or sandblast finish, almost like a satin texture instead of the usual luster. Nobody's totally sure why. Maybe it was part of the die preparation, maybe intentional. But it gives these coins a distinctive look. Collectors love it. Just don't clean or polish it, that destroys the value. With piece dollars, grade matters enormously. The jump from MS64 to MS65? That's an extra $500. MS66 to MS67? That's $6,000 more. Because the high relief shows every little bag mark. Finding one in truly gem condition is tough. That's why MS67s are worth $8,000 or more. At the top end, there's serious competition. Collectors building piece dollar registry sets compete for the finest examples. Population reports show maybe 50 to 100 coins in MS67. MS68? Maybe half a dozen. So when one comes to market, bidding war. That's why they bring $10,000, $20,000, even $50,000 plus. Like all silver dollars, there's a melt value floor. With silver around $32 an ounce, that's $25 in silver. But even the most worn 1921 piece dollar is worth $150 plus. That's 6 times melt value. Compare to the Morgan, which trades close to melt. The piece has a huge numismatic premium because of that low mintage and beautiful design. By early 1922, the mint director had a decision to make. Continue losing money and breaking dies? Or fix the problem? Public wanted piece dollars, lots of them. So they called Anthony de Francisci back in and said, "Love your design. But we need to lower that relief. Make it something we can actually produce." 1922 arrives. New, lower relief dies. Side by side, the difference is obvious. The 1922 is flatter. Still beautiful, but not sculptural like 1921. Liberty's face doesn't come off the coin the same way. The eagle is less dramatic. But, the mint could produce them fast. In 1922 alone, over 84 million peace dollars. That's 84 times more than 1921. For years, people didn't realize what they had. The 1921 was just a peace dollar. But as collectors studied them, they realized 1921 is different. The relief is special. Only a million made. And they started commanding premiums. Today, the 1921 is considered one of the most beautiful American coins of the 20th century. And it's the most valuable regular issue peace dollar. The peace dollar series ran from 1921 to 1935, then mysteriously came back for one secret backdated run in 1964 that was never released. And recently, they've made commemorative restrikes for the 100th anniversary. But of all peace dollars ever made, 1921 stands alone. It's the only high relief. It's the first year. And it's the rarest regular date. Why collect these? They're beautiful, arguably the most artistic U.S. coin of the 1900s. They're historic, commemorating the end of World War I. They're unique, only 1 year of high relief. They're valuable but attainable. You can get one for $150 to $500 depending on grade. And they're a piece of real history you can hold in your hand.